Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? This is your love and life reading for the first half of March, the 1st through the 15th. Let's take a look and see what Spirit needs you to know right now in regard to your love life, certainly, but other aspects of your life that you might be dealing with. This is general as always. It's not going to resonate with every single person. So please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and release the rest. If you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. I am currently booked through March 13th, so any bookings that I receive at this time will be processed after that date. So please do keep that in mind. And I will also have a list of all of the card decks that are used for this reading, Taurus. So let's get started. What I chose for you guys this time around are these 3 card decks for the focus messages. The Illumination deck by Lightworker Tarot and Oracle. We'll grab some insight from the Hidden Truth Oracle by All Things Intuitive. And then I've got this little mini alphabet deck that we're going to go ahead and grab some letters and whatever resonates with you. It could be the letter of a person that you're focused on for this reading. It could be your name. So take it for how it resonates, okay? So let me go ahead and set these guys aside and let's start off with that first deck. See what your first focus message is for this reading, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus in love and life, first half of March. What is it that you need to communicate to Taurus for the first focus message for this reading? This could be for cross watchers as well. Anybody else who's been guided to tune in. I'm guided to this one right here. Disconnect and relax. So whatever it is, Taurus, that you need to disconnect from at this time, especially if you're stressed out, if you're dealing with some issues right now in your life, whether love life related or just life in general, perhaps it's time to take a step back and just reassess the situation. Because when we're stressed out, we don't always make the best decisions at that time. Okay, so something to keep in mind there. All right, so let's continue and let's grab some insight from the Hidden Truth Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus in love and life, first half of March. What is it that you need to communicate for Taurus at this time? So we'll grab either 1 or 2 from this deck. Let's take a look and see what I'm guided to pull. Let's grab this one. So many things remind me of you. So either this is coming from your heart space right now, Taurus, or the person that you're focused on for this reading. I'm guided to pull one more, so let's grab this one here. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So take that for how it resonates. Somebody needs forgiveness here. Perhaps that's what it is that you need to disconnect from. If, again, a situation has been challenging, but a part of you might also still be attached. If, you run across certain signs throughout your day that remind you of this person, the connection. But what I'm feeling here is if you need to disconnect, there's some aspect about that situation that's challenging you. So, maybe it's time to reassess that or reevaluate what's coming forward there. All right, so let's grab some letters from this little mini alphabet deck of mine. I got it from Etsy. I don't remember the name, but if I find it, I will post that down below in the description box. All right, Taurus, let's grab a few letters here. I've been pulling 4, but for you guys, for some reason, I'm guided to pull 5 letters. So let's see why that is. We've got P, U, we have Y, O, one last one, and then we have E, okay? So if either your name starts with any of these letters, or again, it could be a person that you're thinking about for this reading, it's coming through here for some reason, okay? So let's continue, Taurus, and grab some additional insight for your reading. I'm going to set these guys aside over here so we can refer to them later on if necessary. But yeah, P-U-Y-O-E is what's coming through. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's add some insight from the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please. In love and life, first half of March. 1st through the 15th. What is it that spirit needs to communicate to you? We have unstable. We also have rekindle. So there is something that is coming forward with instability here, Taurus. But as I mentioned, because with the 2 focus messages here, so many things remind me of you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. That need for forgiveness has something to do with this instability, a rocky foundation in a connection. But because you might still be energetically attached to the person, a part of you wants to rekindle the relationship. And this could also be what your person is feeling. We have soul level coming through. So perhaps you feel that this person is your soulmate, and or this is how they're feeling about you. We have a waiting period that's coming through here. So there's a need to have patience when it comes to this connection, Taurus. We have still pining, and then we have I'm sorry. I just did a reading for Capricorn, and I'm guided to pull this next one as well, not over. And I believe a lot of these cards, some of the similarities are coming through here. Somebody wants to apologize. Somebody is waiting for that apology, perhaps. And from the still pining card, there is a female figure in that photo. So it could certainly be picking up off of feminine energy. The not over card has a male figure in the photo, so that could be masculine energy, of course, but take it for how it makes sense for you. We have an apology through this I'm sorry card. There is a wedding band in that photo. Some of you guys could have been married. So we've got 2 people here. One that can't seem to let go of the connection, and then the other person, despite the challenges, still feels that there's hope here, that it's not over. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So it could be my masculines coming through saying that, and it could be my feminines coming through with the energy of so many things remind me of you, which is why they are unable to let go. They're still pining, but there's a reason for this instability here, why it's so unstable, why there is a need to wait, why there is a need to disconnect from it. Because something wasn't working, something wasn't adding up. Okay, so let's add to this with some Mystic Moon Oracles, Taurus. Let's see what else you need to know at this time. What else does Spirit need you to know right now? Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Taurus in love and life, first half of March. March 1st through the 15th. What else do we need to know here? You guys are connecting in the 5th dimension. I believe that came through as well for Capricorn. So a lot of similarities here. If you're focused on a connection, particularly with a Capricorn, you might want to cross-watch that. We have victim. Hands are tied. Bound to something or someone. This came through as well. A lot of these same cards coming forward. And I pre-shuffled these before I even started recording, so it's all still coming through here, very much in synchronicities with that other reading. Received. Messages that have been received. Energies, vibrations that you guys are picking up off of each other, even though you're not together in the 3D. Clearly, you guys are connecting here, but there's still an unstable energy tied into that for some reason. You know, look at this. We've got commitment falling right below waiting. So somebody's not ready to commit. The other person is waiting for a decision, perhaps. And maybe part of the energy from that card, I hope that you can forgive me one day, is because this person made the other individual wait for commitment. but they are coming through here. I pick up off of the energy that they're willing to wait. So this is either your energy coming through or your person, but somebody's willing to wait for this commitment to happen. Now look at these next two cards. We've got deception followed by a third party. And then we've got understanding coming through. So there was deception that came through here, Taurus, as a result of that third party situation. For some of you guys, with understanding falling right below not over, maybe this is something in the 5D that you guys have that mutual understanding that regardless of how it appears to be in the 3D world, there's still a chance that you guys can work this out eventually. But that understanding right now, it's just energetic. I feel it's not so much a conversation that you guys have had. Interesting. Let's add some tarot to this and figure out what else is going on here. So this is the Palette deck by Sal Biadora of Eat, Read, Love. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus in love and life, first half of March. What else does spirit need you to know at this time, Taurus? But yeah, it's unstable right now, and part of the reason why it's so unstable is because of this third party situation. Somebody wasn't being truthful, somebody was being dishonest. Now, it's important to note that not all third parties are people that have cheated on the connection, although, of course, for some of you, that does apply. Third parties can be anything that interferes in your connection with somebody. It could be tied into family issues, miscommunication, somebody who doesn't have enough time to dedicate to the relationship. Maybe they're working too much. I've done readings where a third party element, that wedge, was due to somebody's addictions. So it does not have to be infidelity. But of course, for some of you, it is. Okay, so however way that's coming through for your life, your situation. All right, so let's add some tarot to this, Taurus. Let's see what else the angels and spirit need you to know at this time. Look at that. We've got the Fool card coming through here. So there is the potential for a new beginning. That is picking up off of air energy. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini could be your person. And so even though it's unstable energy, I do feel you will eventually find stability in this connection with the Fool card. Somebody has to take a risk here, though, to get things moving out of that 5D into the 3D. It is a fresh start. It is a new beginning. You know, this connection between the two of you, I feel you guys have certainly had your fair share of good times, wonderful adventures that you guys have been on together, and there can be more of that. But you guys have to be able to get rid of the shaky foundation that I'm picking up off of from that instability, the unstable card that's coming through here. And again, it might be tied into whatever deceptive energies are coming forward as a result of this third party. And maybe, again, that's why there is a need for waiting and patience. And look at this. You've got the Ace of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. That is water energy, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it starts with you, Taurus. You got to be able to fill your own cup of love and allow your cup of love to overflow with things that you do in your own life to be able to offer that cup of love to somebody else who is deserving of it. So you have to be wise and make good choices when it comes to who it is that you allow into your space. Because if it's toxic in any way, if it's bringing forward deception and dark energies, that's something that you need to break these ties from. Sever those ties. Even if in your heart space you want to rekindle and bring them back, you got to make sure that they deserve to come back. Okay? We've got the King of Swords, So some of my masculines, you could certainly be coming forward as the King of Swords here. That is air energy once again. So Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The King of Swords is somebody who's very intellectual, a great conversationalist. And when the King of Swords, when this person is faced with a difficult situation, they tend to be very impartial. They tend to carefully evaluate the situation, all of their options available to them. And they do all this with a very rational mind. So if that's the person that you are dealing with, Taurus, that's the energy that they are coming through with. And they're trying to really figure out this soul level bond that the two of you share. We have the Two of Wands right after that. So we have fire energy coming through. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. The Two of Wands is all about planning, making decisions. And if you guys are in separation, which you more than likely are at this time, somebody left home. That's a part of that energy. If you guys live together, somebody moved out. You guys were in a committed relationship and somebody moved out, and the other person that was left behind is waiting for the other person to return. We have an apology here. So somebody wants to apologize for allowing this third party to create issues in the relationship. We have the Six of Wands right after that. So we've got more fire energy. The Six of Wands is progress, Taurus. That's good. Progress away from whatever this deceptive energy is all about. It's bringing back self-confidence, either to your person or to you or to both of you. We've got the Hierophant coming through next, followed by the Death card. Okay, so something needed to come to an end in order for a new beginning to come in. So it's very fitting that we have the Fool card that is picking up off of that new beginning, a fresh start, because the Death card is telling us here, Taurus, that there's a situation that came to an end. Okay, and by allowing that chapter of your life to come to an end, it's bringing you a new beginning, either a second chance at love with your person or a second chance at love in a new direction with somebody new. It depends on how you're willing to allow this part of your life to unfold, because you've got some decisions that you have the potential to make. It ultimately is your choice whether to disconnect, as that card states, and allow your life to move towards a better direction, or if you don't disconnect and if you continue to be bound to somebody or something or a situation tied into third parties and dishonesty and deception, then that is something that you are allowing yourself to be saturated in, which is keeping you in that unstable energy. So remember, part of the Fool card is that you got to take that leap of faith, and maybe you've been afraid to do that, but the opportunity is here. So you know in your heart space what it is that needs to go, what it is that needs to phase out. Something needs to die here in order to bring life back to you, to your life, your heart space, your relationships, life in general. Because I feel for some of my Tauruses, and this has been coming through for a while, whatever challenges you've been going through, you have a lot of control to be able to direct where your life is headed. So break these ties that are binding you to anything toxic or something that you know has to phase out. Okay, so let's add to this with some romance angels. Taurus, let's take a look and see what else needs to come through. Let me set these guys aside so I have a little bit more room here. And then we'll grab some romance angels, follow that up with some dialogue from either yourself or your person, or certainly both of you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. In love and romance for the first half of March, 1st through the 15th. Let's see what else needs to come through here for you. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. What needs to come through for this reading? Getting to know each other. So I feel this is coming through for those of you who are just ready to explore a new relationship. This could be a new connection for you, especially if you have truly disconnected from a relationship, a connection that was no longer working out for you. This, for me, is all about two people that are still getting to know one another. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I feel this could either be for my singles who are still exploring new relationships, or you're in a new relationship and you guys are in that phase where you're still getting to know one another. We do have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Money matters, a little bit difficult, a little bit tight right now. So if spending has been a little bit overextended, perhaps it's time to tailor it back a little bit. We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This is either you coming through with that energy, or it's your person who wants to approach you and make this romantic gesture known to you. Because ultimately we have that card. Not over. It's not over. There is the Fool card bringing you a new beginning. The Death card as well is bringing you a new beginning, as long as there is something that came to an end that was no longer serving a purpose, whether that's tied into your love life or some other aspect of your life, Taurus, or both of them. Let go of what is weighing you down. If you're carrying any burdens, lay it down. And I believe I said that before. So if it's still coming through here energetically, some of you still haven't done that, and it's time. We have engagement coming through. So if you weren't married to this person, for some of you guys, maybe you talked about marriage, you could have been proposed to. This person that you are in separation from could be your fiance. But we do have that rekindle card there, you know, so it is possible for the two of you to work this out. And your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If they were unable to commit to you before, Taurus, maybe they're ready to commit now. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Absolutely. Because you can't live in the past. You can't change the past. There's nothing that you can do about it. It is what it is. If the past involved third parties, deception, secrets, lies, manipulation, all of that needs to be dealt with, perhaps you can find forgiveness in your heart, or perhaps your person needs to do that as well, in order for you both to learn the lessons from that and move forward, whether going onto a different path together or just going your own separate ways and finding happiness and love elsewhere. It depends truly, Taurus, on what it is that you are willing to do and how you want to proceed moving forward, because it's different for every one of you tuning in. There are those of you that aren't open to wanting to work on this partnership, considering the third party. If it was involving a person, infidelity, cheating, there are those of you that are not open to that new beginning. And that's okay. That's your prerogative. That is your choice. We all have choices. And for some of my Tauruses tuning in, that's your choice. And if it feels right in your heart, then that's the right choice. You know, going back to that very first focus message, disconnect and relax. If you disconnect from something or someone, and if it actually feels good that you did that, then you made the right choice. We also have, it is safe for you to love, okay? Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Of course, it's safe for you to love, but you have to be mindful of who it is that you are offering this Ace of Cups to. Sorry, I think that's the trash truck picking up outside. Sorry for the noise. Open your heart to the right person is basically what the message is. And here we are again. Okay, so this was a problem. This was a problem in the relationship because it's coming through twice. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. They were being dishonest. They were not coming forward with the truth towards you, Taurus, and perhaps you know this. And there are those of you tuning in that know this, but you're still attached to this connection. You have not been able to detach from it. And it's actually causing you a lot of stress. And it's hurting you. So you really have to figure out in your heart, is it time for me to let this go, let it die, so that I can have a new beginning in a different direction that brings me happiness and joy. And the Hierophant is all about a spiritual lesson. So you got to learn it. Because the more you resist that lesson, Taurus, the harder it is that you're making it for yourself. It's harder, you know? All right, so let's add some dialogue messages to this, Taurus, with some insight from the Angelic Revelation 144 Naked Flame Healing Messages deck. It's such a long name, but I love this deck. It's very insightful. It's very detailed. And you'll see what I mean in a minute. If you didn't catch my recent readings where I first featured this deck, it gives a lot of info. Angels and Spirit Guides for Taurus in Love and Life, first half of March. So again, Taurus, this could either be how you're feeling, what it is that you want to say to your person, or this is what they want to say to you. So take what resonates. Take whichever one you're guided to. So we'll grab a few of them. Let's grab the bottom card. I'm going to grab that one too. Okay. What do we have? All right, guys. Here we are. Some good ones. Okay. First of all, twin flame marriage. Okay, so some of you might be headed towards marriage with your person, with a reconciliation, rekindling the partnership, the relationship. This is possible for some of you, especially if you feel that this person is your twin flame and you already know that in your heart. Okay? Next one. I get triggered all to hell when you tell me that it's over. I can't bear the thought of not having you in my life. Not over. So you guys have to be in agreement. Right now, you're not in agreement. They can't stand the thought that it's over. And clearly, there's a potential that it isn't. Next message. I am currently feeling inadequate. I want to be there for you, but I don't know how to be. because this current situation is so complicated. Okay, so if you feel, Taurus, that this is your person coming through with this message, it's yours. They are feeling inadequate. And that's what's contributing to that unstable energy. And for some of you, perhaps, Taurus, this is something you're resonating with as well, if you feel inadequate. And it is a complicated situation, especially if there's deception and third parties involved here. It's not so cut and dry. It's a little bit more complicated. Next message. I want us to learn how to have healthy arguments. I have sought professional advice to improve communication and our relationship. That's a good thing. You know, if somebody acknowledges within themselves that they're just really bad at communication and they need professional help to be able to do that constructively, wonderful. That means your person's doing the work on themselves, Taurus, to better who they are as a person so that they can come towards you, having improved, having grown, having learned, having healed. Next message. I want us to be in soul mission together and help others like us as well as anyone in need of unconditional love. Okay, you already have that soul level, that soul commitment, that soul connection, and your person is wanting to work together on that mission so that, for one thing, you can work on your partnership and grow that partnership and be able to help other people who are going through some challenges as well. Next card. I promise next lifetime I am getting it right, my love. I am so sorry. I fucking screwed everything up so badly in this one. Oh my God. So they're basically telling you here, for some of you guys, that in this lifetime, they're just not able to work through their challenges to be able to bring you the love, the relationship that you are needing and wanting from them. I promise next lifetime I'm getting it right. You know, so to me, it's very much picking up off of that I'm sorry card. I am so sorry I fucking screwed everything up so badly in this lifetime. Wow. Next message, Taurus. My life has felt so fucking pointless without you, and I have had suicidal thoughts. I know that I need to learn how to love myself and forgive myself, but I am struggling to get past my mistakes. And some of those mistakes are tied into that deception card and third parties, and they know it. Wow. I mean, for somebody to get into that dark energy of feeling suicidal, they're going through some major shit right there. Okay? Last card. Please be patient and trust in divine timing that I will make the necessary sacrifices to come to you. And I believe this for some of you guys, you know, because your person is coming through letting you know that it's not over. Okay? So, yeah, divine timing is at play here. Have some patience to see this culminate in a new beginning for you. The opportunities are here for those of you who are open to that rekindling of the connection. They're willing to put work in on themselves to bring this relationship back together. They want to come back to you. Plain and simple, Taurus. Wow, that is some pretty intense messages right there. So let's grab some Lover's Oracle, Taurus, to add to this, okay? Again, we'll grab a few, like I've done for the other signs. We'll grab a few from this deck, take what resonates. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the deck. All right. First card, Taurus. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. It's so damn true. You know, you can't fit a circle into a square. It's not going to work. So acceptance is so needed here in order to create movement and change where it needs to be. Look at this. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. And like this card says, please be patient and trust in divine timing. Because that's what it's going to boil down to, Taurus, is that divine timing. Next message. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Exactly. And that goes back towards our very first focus message. Disconnect and relax. Just spend some time alone, Taurus, to figure things out for yourself. Next message. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Coming through from your person. Wow. And here we are again. New beginning. Okay? A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. But you got to be patient. Divine timing is at play here, but you have an opportunity. We've got several references here, Taurus, that there is a new beginning here for you in your love life, certainly, but other parts of your life that need to be brought back to life and have a new beginning, whether that's tied into your finances, your health, finding a job, your education, your family life, your friendships, whatever it is. You have a new beginning here. Take advantage of this new beginning, especially if things have not been working in certain aspects of your life. It's like, one door literally needs to be locked and forget about it, leave it in the past. And there's this other door that is wanting to grab your attention and it's wide open and all you need to do is walk through it. But you can only get there when it's time for you to get there. Welcome in these new adventures, Taurus, because I feel given the chance to make your dreams come true, it'll bring you the happiness that's been eluding you for some time, for some of you guys. But it's here. It's here for you. Okay? So let's grab some healing messages to add to this. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. In love and life, some healing messages for the first half of March. Some final thoughts from spirit. Final thoughts, please, for Taurus. Body care. Take good care of yourself. We have guardian angel. We have forgiveness. We have new beginnings. We have miracles. Wow, guys. Okay, so this is a call for action in regard to your health, your physical health, your body. Take care of it. It's the only one you've got. Do what you need to do to get back on track if you haven't been caring for yourself. Okay? It's grabbing your attention here. You're not alone on this journey. Whatever is challenging you, your guardian angel is watching out for you, protecting you, and blessing you, Taurus. They've got your back. You're covered. Here we are again with forgiveness. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Forgiveness is necessary because part of that forgiveness is something that you need to do for yourself. to heal your own heart, to bring you peace, to help you move on from the past, and to welcome in, look at these next two cards, this new beginning once again. You got miracles that are coming in for you, Taurus. There are those of you out there who could use this. A fresh start, a miracle. Finally, a break from whatever's been challenging you in your life. It's on its way, but you got to do some work to help bring this along. Okay? So don't stand in your own way of progress here. You know what it is that you need to do to take action in your own life. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys, okay? Whatever part of this reading resonated with you, Taurus, I do hope that it offered you some peace and guidance and clarity. That's it for now. Thank you guys so very much. And I just wanted to mention, I did just open up an announcement for my free reading giveaway. I'm fast approaching 100,000 subscribers, which is so crazy to me. And I'm so grateful and so appreciative. And so if you're interested in a free reading, go ahead and check it out. It's on my community page and all of the rules for the contest that's there. And I'll keep it open until I reach 100,000 subscribers. And then I'll go ahead and send the winner an email. And those that don't win this time around, you will still receive a discount code for you to obtain a reading at a discounted price. Okay, so definitely check that out if that's something that you are interested in. But if not, you're welcome to go ahead and book a reading at this time, and I will have more content for you. I'm working on so much stuff right now, so there's a lot of private readings that I need to catch up on, but I am hoping to post the first half of March readings by the end of this week. So definitely stay tuned, and that's it for now. Thank you guys so very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.